Uh, there has been like several chunks or groups of people. First of all, the problem with the will. That's first. Secondly, it was basically like an issue regarding basically some sort of chauvinism or else, and it led basically to some sort of disastrous actions, basically getting no protection at all. Then there was the thing with the university or the polytechnic school, which they have somehow engaged in some sort of attacks against me, and those attacks had some sort of a purpose. Secondly, a brother or a family who are very very numbered, they need to keep their mind relaxed, and they commit all types of theft. The theft that has happened is accurate, is true, and the individuals who committed it are well known. Then it's a family or a neighbor family who have somehow decided to, how to say, to put a certain son in a shell or a sphere, allowing him or allowing them basically like to commit all type of atrocities by putting members of the same family in all the legal, judiciary, and administrative buildings in the states or in nearby states. Then there was like a chunk of youth basically who needed basically money, and therefore they have basically committed that type of crime. Then there was the ladies or individuals who had no wish to do like prostitutions or to be under coercion. Therefore, there has been like some sort of an agreement to cut all the communication directed to me and send it to other individuals and send the money around and block the acquaintances that try to visit me. And there was like a mix of feelings. Basically it's like only a psychologist can devise like individuals who had some sort of hatred, individuals who had some sort of wish to please their brothers or their family, individuals who wish to, or a family who wish to basically like eclipse a lady and in order to marry their daughter. And there was individuals who basically tried to or like the daughter engaging in some sort of hatred in favor of that family. Then it started to get worse like with geopolitical stuff and my career and my knowledge. And this actually involved people who are basically in the military or career professionals who are with oil, who works in electricity grids, who basically try to store my intellectual property and committing all sorts of crimes. Then the Nazism and the racism and individuals who are still coping, who are like older than 35 and who are basically still coping with new world theory of racism, where people have much more freedom, the world of basically like the internet. Then there was the situation basically is like with people who are anti-Semitic, people who are not in favor of basically a lot of things, people who have actually support certain faction in basically Middle East conflicts, and I'm not part of that at all. like basically sectarian beliefs and personal beliefs. Then there was like the thing about people basically is like who basically have some sort of a complex problem or like superiority problem in regard to me and in discussions in comparison with me. Then there is like the individuals who basically try to be heroes, and when they can't, they stole the property that is rightfully mine. Then all of this led to this situation of my acquaintances, my my fake siblings, my adoptive mother, and my former politician dad to basically get hurt either physically, financially, emotionally, or otherwise. Uh, Even the person who lives 8,000 kilometers away, who is like a community religious priest, and it came like to me and my situation, and being somehow basically shielded by my involvement in climate change. Then it came basically like I was lucky enough in 2017 and in the past to get some sort of a career that involved hydropower, water, uh, navigations, and all of those areas. Then it went with me like liking the environment and things being good and clean and nice infrastructures. Then my thorough knowledge of the not the cornerstone, but like the not the cornerstone, but like the pillars of the law and some sort of a thorough knowledge of things. It brought all of that, and then the mistakes which has been committed against me was basically trying too much. Uh, Basically, it's like everyone canceling each other out until basically the last point where I'm not left, but like I'm facing a certain type of a situation where basically people who and this is the correct term this is the correct terminology. It's a group of individuals who are who commit crimes, and it cannot it doesn't get picked up in any writings to the due to the presence of one or several members of family or friends in that in the judicial and security, meaning police uniform entities, and that's where the person got hurt. And I don't call it MR. I rather call it like some sort of CB, meaning Cyprus breach. It's people who control the judicial and who are there. People cannot write, or it's not good to write, but they keep everything in their memory, and I do have such individuals around here. It's like in Algeria there is this thing which is like the funds for Mujahideen and their sons and their grandsons, and it keeps on following up. And I have neighbors in here who have this privilege. I have neighbors in the city who have their privilege, and there are people in the towns where I study who had that privilege. And I picked up the phone, I called, I had a conversation. I'm driving. Then I called again. I informed them about my location. Then I saw the people there. I saw people, and it was in the road, which is at the edge of the city. And I do have people doing this, and it's like the Indian stuff, and they meaning like I'm quoting, try and get in every position, and all of these are sickening thoughts. And I will tell you this: uh, uh, if I wasn't, or if I didn't had some like a group of people who are from another ethnicity, who are from another religious belief, who are an acquaintance and who have family and who are this, there was like a lot of reasons which is formed like it's like family, friends, career, ethnicity, everything that was like just groups, and it's like it's like part of the population of that ethnicity, and it kept on. It was like 8 or 10 or 12 groups who basically kept me like alive, and I didn't want to disappoint them, and I kept my focus on my plan, and I have and the person that I chose as a partner is someone who is extremely skilled in economics and law.